Why are Pink Floyd albums so long? Hello, my Pink Floyd fans. It's Ashlena here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I have gone down a rabbit hole of Pink Floyd. I've reacted to pretty much every album, but today we're doing another one. So it is the 50th anniversary of the album Wish You Were Here, and I did react to that album, but it got blocked. And I'm assuming it got blocked because it's the 50th anniversary and they don't want people releasing the songs. I did dispute it, saying it's the original album, but alas, Pink Floyd does not give a shit, nor does their label. So that reaction is on my Patreon if you want to support my channel, because I do not get monetized for any of these Pink Floyd videos. 'Tis life. There's going to be a lot of editing today because I am super sick and I apologize. I feel great, you know, I just sound like shit, so that's fun. So bear with my vocal fry, and I shouldn't even be talking, but I want to listen to music. Why are Pink Floyd albums so long? Okay, we're getting into The Division Bell. I have yet to see the movie, so you guys can stop asking. I haven't seen it, and I did say to myself that I should probably react to it because it is available on YouTube. But guys, I need to find 2 hours to do it. And that might be during like nighttime. So when my daughter is no longer sick and is sleeping through the night and I don't sound like absolute horseshit, I will do a reaction to the movie. If it gets blocked, it's on Patreon. But I'll let you know in the YouTube community if it gets blocked. All right, as always, I'm going to be reading along with the lyrics because sometimes I just don't know what the hell they're saying, and I don't like to be surprised. So yeah, this album is long. I'm not, why am I surprised? Why am I surprised? Okay, let's start with chapter 1. I got a lot of comments saying I should do The Division Bell, so I'm going to do that first, and if you guys want me to go back and do the other albums, I will, because I like Pink Floyd now. Okay, apparently the song has no lyrics. I hear nothing. This is really pretty for something so simple. hear birds, and I like it. Interesting. All right, I'm going to pause because I know Pink Floyd blends right into the next song. This is a very beautiful introduction to an album, completely instrumental. It's like the piano and the guitar are having a little battle, but in the most beautiful way. It's like they're just complementing each other. It's really pretty. I'm actually surprised how calming that made me feel and how like chill I feel right now. Like that was so beautiful for something so simple. Like it wasn't too crazy, it wasn't all over the place. It just put me in a really good vibe. So I hope the rest of the album does this for me. All right, so let's go back to chapter 1, the ending of it, and we'll go right into what do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
Don't judge me. Okay. I love this part, the bum bum bum. I thought that was going to transition into the next song, so we'll see. It almost sounds like a fade out, but then they get you. Okay.
As you look
Oh God. The guitars are already getting me. Ooh, the female vocals? Wow.
You could own everything you see. Sell your soul for complete control. Is that really what you need? You could lose yourself this night. There is nothing to hide. Turn and face the light. What do you want from me?
Okay, I'm gonna pause. What the hell? That song is amazing. The guitar, the background singers, the harmonies. This man's voice is pure butter. Like, it's so easy to listen to that you just kind of melt with it. What a beautiful song. There's so many elements to this that I'm just completely obsessed with. There is nothing wrong with this song in my eyes. Like, this song is absolutely beautiful. The only thing that I didn't really get was, do you want me to make a daisy chain for you? What the fuck is a daisy chain? Pink Floyd. Girl. Pink Floyd's daisy chain references appear in two main songs. The lyric "Remembering Games and Daisy Chains and Laughs and Brain Damage" symbolizes a nostalgic return to childhood innocence, while the line "Do you want me to make a daisy chain for you and what do you want from me" portrays a sense of helplessness. It's used to show the speaker's own perceived helplessness and willingness to do anything for the other person. It highlights his emotional dependence. Okay, that was like the only question I had. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But now I know. It's very simplistic lyrically. I do really love the "settle in your seat and dim the lights. Do you want my blood? Do you want my tears? What do you want? Should I sing until I can't sing anymore? Play these strings until my fingers are raw." I'm so curious what this was about. It could be about so many things. It could be literally the fans, because it's like, as you look around this room tonight, settle in your seats and dim the lights. Do you want my blood? Do you want my tears? It could be about the label. It could be about his bandmates. It could be about so many things. So feel free to answer those questions that I have, because listen, we can't have a 2-hour reaction video where I'm digging into each song. But I love when you guys leave comments and let me know the real meaning behind each song. That I really appreciate it. And I do read every single comment on my channel, and I always respond, or I leave a little heart so you know I read it, just so you know. Okay. Fire. Okay, so obviously I'm obsessed with David Gilmour's voice. Like, so good. I just did a little research, and someone named Sam Brown, Claudia Fontaine, and Durga McBroom also sang on this song with him. Beautiful. The background vocals were astonishing. I think this song is absolutely gorgeous. I think this is my favorite part of the song, though. Oh, the anything you want. I love that line. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it. Let's finish off this song. What do you want from me? And then go into, does that say poles apart? Okay.
Did you know it was all going to go so wrong for you? And did you see it was all going to be so right for me? Why did we tell you then you were always the golden boy then, and that you'd never lose that light in your eyes?
Woo! Some beautiful, deep notes on that man.
Hey you, did you ever realize what you'd become?
Ah. I love like the echo. It's like a drum echo.
That it wasn't only me you were running from. Did you know all the time, but it never bothered you anyway? Leading the blind while I stared out the steel in your eyes.
Woo! It's a vibe. This acoustic guitar has my heart. Oh, fuck no. Why does this sound like clown music?
The rain fell slow down on all the roofs of uncertainty. I thought of you and the years and all the sadness fell away from me. And did you know, did you know, did you know, did you know, I never thought that you'd lose that light in your eyes.
How can this get any better? Add a fucking guitar solo. I said, oh no, the fade out, sorry. Oh, this guitar solo is so pretty though. All right, I'm gonna pause. Okay, guys, you've probably been noticing I'm obviously pausing. I'm muting my microphone because I don't want to like cough and sniffle through this reaction, so I'm trying to spare you those awful noises. So sometimes I forget to unmute myself back, so I'm trying my best over here. Wow. Okay, the middle section was weird. It got a little clowny. There was like a gate opening. There was like a baby crying. It was car starting. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was odd. But overall, I would have given the song like a 10 out of 10. But because of that one section that confused the shit out of me, it's like a 9.5. You know what I mean? Other than that, the song is absolutely stunning. Like, absolutely stunning. I'm so curious what the hell is going on with this title of the song, though. I'm going to read this. Let's get nerdy. Pulls Apart addresses the major two changes in leadership during Pink Floyd's duration and the impact from Gilmour's point of view. The first verse refers to Syd Barrett's initial success, then mental deterioration. Specifically, it refers to Gilmour's guilt over taking his friend's place in Floyd. The second verse refers to Roger Waters' voluntary departure and subsequent legal actions to halt his remaining bandmates from continuing without him. The third verse is ambiguous. It may refer to Gilmour's divorce from his wife Ginger or all three subjects explored in the song. Okay, If you guys have a better explanation than that, please let me know. But someone commented saying, I think the three verses are referring to three different people. Verse 1, Barrett. Verse 2, Waters. Verse 3, Samson. This is all speculation, right? That is such a good song. It's a shame Spotify didn't have the lyrics for it, but I got the gist of it. It's not really hard to understand what they're singing. They have really good pronunciation, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's go into Pulls Apart, the ending, into Marooned. Oh, this is so pretty. Wow. I could listen to this all day. Oh, wow. Okay. Another instrumental on this album. Guys, I'm not complaining in the least because I could listen to this man play guitar nonstop. If Pink Floyd came out with like an album that was just guitar solos and, you know, obviously with more music attached to it and no vocals, who would be mad? This is amazing. Why is it every last album I listen to from Pink Floyd kind of becomes my favorite? Is it kind of like the last song you listen to is your favorite? Or I know a lot of people told me what their favorite albums were and they seem to like really stick to their guns. But why is it that every album I hear, it becomes my new favorite? I'm so curious about my vinyl. Give me a second. So don't judge me, but my mom bought me this vinyl, the best of, and I'm just so curious what songs are on here. Is that literally the only song, or am I just blind? I think I'm blind. Oh, I literally read the first song as chapter 1 and it's cluster 1. I'm so blind. I'm so sorry about that. This can stay here for a little bit. Very, very, very interesting. All right, let's continue with Marooned. Honestly, I have nothing. I can't even comment. I hope my face said it all because that was so enjoyable. It was just so beautiful. I could listen to that on repeat for like all day and probably never get sick of it. So good. Okay, let's go in to the end of Marooned. Guys, I really hope I'm reading these right. And into A Great Day for Freedom. I just love how all of their albums blend so seamlessly. That is iconic.
On the day the wall came down, they threw the logs onto the ground, and with glasses high, we raised a cry for freedom had arrived. On the day the wall came down, the ship of fools had finally run aground. Promises lit up the night like paper doves in flight. I dreamed you had left my side. No warmth, not even pride remained. Even though you needed me, it was clear that I could not do a thing for you. Now life devalues day by day. There's friends and neighbors turn away, and there's a change that even with regret cannot be undone. Now frontiers drift like desert sands, while nations wash their bloodied hands of loyalty, of history in shades of gray. I walked through the southern grounds, the music played, the morning sun screamed.
This is so pretty.
I turned and I looked at you, and all but the bitter residue slipped away, slipped away.
my god. These fade outs are killing my soul with these beautiful guitar solos. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. That song is gorge. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I need to know what they're talking about because obviously, let's be real, I was not born when this album came out. So I don't recall what they're talking about, so I'm just going to look into it. So David Gilmour told The Sun in 2008 about this song, which was written by him and his wife Polly. That song is really about the aftermath of the fall of the totalitarian, First, it was a joy and a release for the people with the freedom of democracy, but then it became a horribly marred by the ethnic cleansing and genocide, particularly in Yugoslavia. The song juxtaposes world events of the previous 5 years, the collapse of communism, and subsequent chaos and war in several countries, with the personal loss that turns out to have been just a bad dream. Wow. He also said a popular theory about the song was that it was about Roger Waters leaving the band, and he said, all that I read from people working out what they think it's about has been either fairly or widely inaccurate. I enjoy that. I'm quite happy for people to interpret it any way they like, but maybe a note of caution should be sounded because you can read too much into it. A Great Day for Freedom, for example, has got nothing to do with Roger or his wall. It just doesn't. What else can I say? Okay, well, that's good to know. Wow, this song is absolutely stunning. There is not a single thing wrong with it except the outro. But like, I'm not going to get mad at the outro. It's a short song. It's only like 4 minutes and a bit. But it's interesting because it does say on the day the wall came down. You know what I mean? So I can see why people interpreted it that way. But obviously I'm going to believe what David Gilmour has to say. I really enjoyed this. This was stunning. Why is this becoming my favorite album? All right, let's continue into Wearing the Inside Out. Ooh, the saxophone is back. Background vocals are giving me chills.
Just give it time, then speak my name. Now we can hear ourselves again. I'm holding out for the day when all the clouds have blown away. I'm with you now, can speak your name. Now we can hear ourselves again.
Ooh! I like how that ended. Sounds like a heartbeat. Crazy. Okay, I have to say, the background vocals of this song made it like a million times better for me. So this is Richard Wright singing, and I'm not the biggest fan of his voice. I think it depends on the song. This one is more of like a talking kind of song for him, which is fine. I'm just not the biggest fan of talking singing, but the background vocalist made it so enjoyable to listen to, but also the words he was saying kind of just like made me perk up a little bit. And the one that made me kind of a little bit shocked was the part where he said he's starting to choke. It's been so long since he spoke. Well, he can have the words right from my mouth. I feel like that sentence alone for me is stating that obviously Richard is writing songs, but other people are singing them. And that's wild. I could be completely wrong. When I click on these particular lyrics on genius.com, it says he was having bad times even entering Pink Floyd again after a long time, but the band would help him to stand up again. This could also be a possible reference to Wright's return to a more proactive role in the band. Before this song, the last lead vocal Rick Wright shared on a Pink Floyd album was on The Dark Side of the Moon's Time, 21 years prior. Apparently it's David Gilmour singing that line, but then Richard Wright comes in and says, and with these words I can see clear through the clouds that covered me. Just give it time, then speak my name. Now we can hear ourselves again. Like, that's so beautiful. Yeah, it's so interesting how Richard's voice is in comparison to like David's voice. David's voice is amazing, but even on this song, it's very talkative, but it's still very soothing. I just want to hear the difference.
From morning to night, I stayed out of sight.
Like, it's still not bad.
Didn't recognize I'd become no more than alive. I barely survived. Won't hear a sound from my mouth.
Like, his voice is so interesting.
Too long.
It's like he's talking, but with elongated words, which is technically singing, but for some reason it just feels like speaking, singing to me. But honestly, like, I'm not mad at his voice. It's fine. But those background singers killed this song. It's so good. The song is so good. So it says the final lead vocal from Richard Wright on a Pink Floyd album. This is the final time he sang? That's wild. It's also the only Pink Floyd track to feature no writing credit to either David Gilmour or Roger Waters since The Dark Side of the Moon. The music was composed by Richard Wright, while the lyrics were provided by Anthony Moore. Inside Out would eventually become the title of Nick Mason's retrospective book about the history of Pink Floyd. Okay, well, I need to watch the movie first before I read a book. Okay, but it's always something I love to do is read biographies on bands and people in bands. So if that's something I should read, let me know. All right. Very, very interesting stuff. There's a lot of drama in this band. I love it though. Okay, let's go into the next song, which is Take It Back. But we're going to listen to the ending of Wearing the Inside Out. I'm going to put my headphones back on. I had to take a potty break. I'm sorry.
Inside out.
Take It Back. Oh, that was like the first song where it didn't transition. I'm assuming that's where the vinyl flips. That's a beautiful note. Why do I feel like this has got a groove to it? It's giving me like Bryan Adams. Okay. Okay.
I listen to the breathing. It sounds like the waves on the sea. I was thinking all about her, burning with rage and desire. We were spinning in the darkness, and the earth was on fire.
Ooh.
She could
Oh my god, this is a vibe.
So I spy on her, I lie to her, I make promises I cannot keep. I hear her laughter rising from the deep. And make her prove her love for me. I take all that I can take. I push her to the limit to see if she will break. She might take it back. She could take it back someday.
I hear whispering, but I have no idea what they're saying. This is so pretty. Bum, 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 bum.
Now I have seen the warnings screaming from all sides. It's easy to ignore them. God knows I've tried. All this temptation, you know, it turned my faith to lies. Till I couldn't see the danger or hear the rising tide. She could take it back. She will take it back someday. She can take it back. She will take it back someday. She will take it back. She will take it back someday.
So beautiful. Oh, love a long outro. Oh, what a beautiful outro. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I was mistaken when I said Bryan Adams. That song is giving me Tom Cochrane. Like, are we not getting Life is a Highway from this song? And not the chorus, just the verse. This is giving me full on Life is a Highway.
She will take. She can take it back. She will take it back someday.
And then all I want to do is sing Life is a Highway. What is happening right now?
Looks like a road that you travel on when there's one day and the next day gone.
Like, that's what I hear when I hear this song. And I'm not mad at that because I love Tom Cochrane. Life is a Highway. If you don't know that song, I don't know what rock you're living under, but Tom Cochrane makes me a proud Canadian. Okay, honestly, that song is really cute. I feel like there might have been some bad moments in David Gilmour's relationship, and it feels like that's what this song is about, but again, I could be completely wrong. But this song pleasantly surprised me because I didn't think I would hear such a song from Pink Floyd that didn't kind of enter any strange moments. It was just so beautiful. This album is insanely good. I'm so curious what this song is about. The track stands out for its U2-like atmospheric guitar work, heavily processed with effects such as delay, which was a departure from the band's traditional sound. That's exactly what I'm saying, except I don't really care for U2, so, like, they're fine. They have some good songs, but it definitely gave me some Tom Cochrane vibes. This is a big step away from a Pink Floyd sound. Again, if I heard this on the radio, I would not know it was Pink Floyd. So basically, this is one of their most accessible and radio-friendly songs, showcasing Gilmour's ability to craft melodic and atmospheric rock. While it may not be as legendary as their classic material, it remains an interesting piece for the Division Bell's more introspective and ethereal sound. 100%. This album is definitely more modern for people like me. I feel like this is a good album to start listening to Pink Floyd, and then going back, I think would have been a little scary. So I'm kind of glad with the way that I did things. Okay, let's listen to the end of Take It Back and go into Coming Back to Life. This is magical, you guys. I'm so impressed. Oh, that transition was beautiful. Just pulling up the lyrics. This man makes me go cross-eyed when he plays. Oh, this is making me want to cry. Oh. Wow.
Where were you when I was burned and broken? While the days slip by from my window, watching. And where were you when I was hurt and I was helpless?
Oh.
'Cause the things you say and the things you do surround me. While you were hanging yourself on someone else's words, dying to believe in what you heard. I was staring straight into the shining sun. Lost in thought.
Wow.
And lost in time, while the seeds of life and the seeds of change were planted outside. The rain fell dark and slow.
What is happening?
While I pondered on this dangerous but irresistible pastime,
The way he says dangerous?
I took a heavenly ride through all the silence. I knew the moment had arrived. The killing the past, coming back to life.
fun. Interesting ending. Okay, this song is absolutely shocking. It's basically kind of like the one song before this where you just, it's not sounding Pink Floyd-ish to me, right? But it's still like such a good song. And the fact is that I feel like when David Gilmour sings and then he has like a guitar solo after, it's like an extension to his words and to his singing, and it just makes you feel so many feels even without saying a word. Like, his lyrics are so good in this song, and then for him to have those pieces of, you know, instrumentation with his guitar, you just feel like the things he wasn't able to put into words, he's putting into his guitar. And I'm so fascinated by how many like chills and how many like emotions are running through me just from his guitar playing alone. Like, it's wild. It's wild. What a beautiful song. Holy shit balls, this album is so good. It just has like this beautiful intensity around it when he's playing. It's like he wanted to start off like with a slow kind of guitar solo and then work his way to like all of these feelings to just be blown up. It's just wild, guys. This song made me feel so many feels. I like this song. I think it has a lot of maybe personal meaning to him. I feel like it's really just about leaving the past behind and starting anew, starting fresh. And, you know, it's just a lot of, it seems just like a lot of personal thoughts. You know, I love the line for killing the past and coming back to life. I think a lot of humans have to do that. They have to put a lot of their past behind them to move forward, and sometimes you just can't. And I just think this is such a positive song, even though it is fairly sad. In the end, it's a really beautiful outcome. So this is a beautiful song. Okay, let's get into Keep Talking. That one had a quick stop too, which is interesting. Yo, Pink Floyd is a little gangster on this album, you guys. Do you hear that beat? Oh! They're gangster.
For millions of years, mankind lived just like the animals. Then something happened, which unleashed the power of our imagination. We Marooned the talk.
There's a silence surrounding me. I can't seem to think straight. I sit in the corner and no one can bother me. I think I should speak now. Why won't you talk to me? I can't seem to speak now. You'll never talk to me. My words won't come out right. What are you thinking? I feel like I'm drowning. What are you feeling? I'm feeling weak now. Why won't you talk to me? I can't show my weakness. You'll never talk to me. I sometimes wonder. What are you thinking? Where do we go from here? What are you feeling?
It doesn't have to be like this. All we need to do is make sure we keep talking. Doesn't have to be like this. All we need to do is make sure we keep talking.
I forgot I was muted. That's a very long outro, and I dig it. Okay, probably my least favorite song off the album. There's just a lot going on in it, which is fine. I obviously like the message of this song. I don't know, I found it a little boring. Maybe it was just because it was so repetitive. And I find it so interesting that, like, Pink Floyd does not need to rhyme in their songs for their songs to be like good. You know, I definitely felt that in this song. Like, it's not bad. I still like it. I wouldn't skip it per se if I was listening to this full album again. I do appreciate the background vocalists. I think they're amazing. They bring so much gangster to this song and to this album. They're so good. I could listen to them sing all day. But again, I think it was really just the robotic voice that sounded like just that, a very old robotic voice. And I guess that was normal for the time. But I just wish they would have spoke instead. I understand, I guess, why they did it, but I just hate that sound. It's just irritating to me to hear robotic voices, ever. Unless they're like, they sound cute. That one just sounded very, the first robotic voice ever, you know? Oh my gosh. But yeah, not bad. Not bad, but not my favorite. Okay, I think we have 2 songs left, which is great because my voice is shot. Okay, let's get into Lost for Words. Jesus Christ. This sounds familiar. It could just be the melody, though. God, this band loves synths. Ooh. Oh my God. I love the acoustic guitar so much. Oh, we going country on this song. Okay. I love the acoustic guitar.
I was spending my time in the doldrums. I was caught in a cauldron of hate. I felt persecuted and paralyzed. I thought that everything else would just wait. While you are wasting your time on your enemies, engulfed in a fever of spite.
Okay, for some reason, my video decided to stop recording, so I'm gonna just start this song again I'm just gonna start this song again where he started singing, because that's kind of where it dropped off. No bounce back and no response.
I was spending my time in the doldrums. I was caught in a cauldron of hate.
Wow.
I felt persecuted and paralyzed. I thought that everything else would just wait. While you are wasting your time on your enemies, engulfed in a fever of spite. Beyond your tunnel vision, fades like shadows into the night. To martyr yourself to caution is not gonna help at all, because there'll be no safety in numbers when the right one walks out of the door.
Oh.
No, you just can't win.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that song to go there. Loved this. I love this like country sounding vibe to it too. Oh, I love the little birds. Guys, I have an I have an obsession with birds in the background of songs because all the songs I wrote in my 20s and recorded, not professionally, of course, just in my room, all have fucking birds in the background because there were birds sitting outside my window, but I feel like it made the songs, you know? So when I hear birds in other songs, it just brings back like memories of younger me. It's so cool. Anyways, this song was hilarious. First of all, I thought it was really sweet. It's kind of like he's coming to terms with, you know what? I'm not going to leave all this hate and all this like rage that I have. I'm going to put it all behind me and I'm going to go open the door to my enemies and be like, let's just stop and, you know, be courteous or whatever the case may be. And they're like, go fuck yourself. Truth. It's not always fucking sunshine and rainbows, right? When it comes to people that you don't get along with, people that you've had falling outs with. And I'm assuming this is about Roger Waters, but like, what do I know? That's really sad that they just can't come to terms with just being on good terms. And this could be about just people in general, or another relationship, or whatever the case may be. But that's what I got from this. And it's just so sad to see a band that so many people love so much and the members can't get along. It's kind of like Oasis. That was like so disheartening, knowing that you're never going to see this band live again as a whole. And they just did a reunion show. And I'm sure they still fucking hate each other, but they did it for the fans, you know? It's just sad. All right, let's listen to the last song on the album called High Hopes. These are crazy bells. The division bell. I think I just realized what the hell this album actually meant now when I saw the division bell and heard the bells. Duh. Wow, that works so well together. Guys, this band is gangster.
Beyond the horizon of the place we lived when we were young, in a world of magnets and miracles, our thoughts strayed constantly and without boundary. The ringing of the division bell had begun. Along the long road and on down the causeway, do they still meet there by the cut?
This is so strange.
There was a ragged band that followed in our footsteps,
Ooh, I want to know what band that was.
running before time took our dreams away. Leaving the myriad small creatures trying to tie us to the ground, to a life consumed by slow decay. The grass was greener,
Oh.
the light was brighter,
Beautiful melody.
with friends around us. The nights of wonder, looking beyond the embers of bridges glowing behind us, to a glimpse of how green it was on the other side. Steps taken forwards, but sleepwalking back again,
Wow.
dragged by the force of some inner tide. At a higher altitude, a flag unfurled, we reached the dizzy heights of that dreamed of world.
I love this melody. So pretty. A little drummer boy in the background. Ooh, this build.
Encumbered forever by desire and ambition, there's a hunger still unsatisfied. Our weary eyes still stray to the horizon, though down this road we've been so many times. The grass was greener, the light was brighter, the taste was sweeter,
I can't get over how good this melody is.
the nights of wonder,
And not even like the lyrical melody, just the melody of the song.
with friends surrounded, the dawn mist glowing, the water flowing, the endless river,
feel like I'm in a daze. Oh, I really wish this didn't have an outro like this, but... Oh. There's still like 45 seconds left. I'm just gonna sit here until this ends because I find it odd that there's just dead air and the song is still going. They better not scare the shit out of me. Who's Charlie? Okay, well, that's the end of the album. If anyone has context to what just happened in the last 10 seconds, please let me know. I knew there was something hidden. And it's interesting, because guys, remember back in the day when we used to listen to like CDs? And you would think a song was over and you would just automatically skip to the next song. But like people like me, I never skipped songs when I bought a CD. I would just listen to it. And so many bands have these like unheard songs that happen after dead air for like 3 minutes or something like that. And I loved finding shit like that. Although there was a couple times where I had no idea. But that's life. Anyways, what can I say? This was beautiful. This, honestly, I don't know what's happening, but I feel like every album I listen to, the last album I listened to becomes my favorite. Like Metal was literally my favorite. Okay, that wasn't the last album I listened to. The Wall was technically the last album I listened to, like reacted to, but Metal was like top of the ranks for me from all of the albums I've heard so far. But there's something about this one. Maybe because it's a little more like ethereal, like they said, a little bit more modern, like they said. But I don't know, this album just spoke to me in a way. I don't know what's happening, but this was a good one. This was a really good one. Now, I'm leaving it in your hands to tell me what to do next. Happy to do another album, happy to do a full live performance, or you guys can just hang out and wait for me to react to the movie, and I can try to do it soon. I hope. I don't know. I'll try my best. Gorgeous album. It's just pains me, like I said, to see bands that don't get along anymore. Like people in the bands don't get along anymore. But then again, we wouldn't have gotten this magical album if this shit didn't go down. So I'm taking it as a positive for the fans that get these incredible songs out of these not so great circumstances. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thanks for sticking around if you joined my channel when I started my Pink Floyd journey. So I really appreciate it. Again, if you want to support my channel, you can head over to Patreon. Also, if you didn't know from my last reaction, I did get this awesome vinyl from my mom, and it's kind of like the best of, which is not ideal, I know, but I think it's pretty cool just to have at least one Pink Floyd record in my collection. But there are a couple on my wish list that I hope to have one day. Anyways, my real vinyl of the day is a Canadian band called Metric. If you like synths and rock and roll, they're like fun though. They're fun. So check them out. I think Combat Baby is my favorite song. This album came out like, who knows, 2000, no, this didn't come out 3 years ago. This is probably a re-release. Oh fuck, I forgot that it's orange. This is not showing the true color, like at all. It looks like a yellowy orange, but in real life, it's like crayon colored orange. I gotta fix my color. Anyways, don't hurt yourself. Go check out Metric. Let me know if you like them. If not, that's okay. And if you do, awesome, because that's what I'm here for, recommending new music, because sharing music is a form of love. I'll see you guys in my next video.